All right, so let me get this right. Y'all telling me you can join the military right now with no high school diploma and no GED?
Oh, come on.
Let's get to the video. What is poppin', guys? Your boy Big Bro, and I'm back with another one for y'all. In today's video, we're gonna talk about people being able to join the military without a high school diploma or a GED. I always start off my videos by saying thank you to you guys for supporting me. I appreciate you guys. I don't do videos every week like I used to, but I appreciate you guys still supporting me when I can do videos. I want to give a special shout out to the guys who asked for this video, Kevin Jeter and Von Trevis Singleton. All right, those gentlemen emailed me yesterday and today, and their question basically said, hey, have you heard about people being able to join the military without high school diplomas? How do you feel about that and why? So I'm gonna answer that question after you guys watch this quick video and discuss some of the topics that we're gonna be discussing in this video. Let's get to it.
Let's take a look now at military recruitment. Pentagon leaders say it's down by 23%. Actually, they're 23% off of their annual target. This as the military is boosting incentives to reel in recruits. For example, a 6-year active duty enlistment in the Army has a sign-on bonus of up to $50,000. The new number of enlistees is lagging far behind the goal. Nick is at the News Nation Smart Board with a breakdown of the latest recruitment data.
Yeah, Adrian, U.S. Army Recruiting Command says that awareness continues to be their biggest recruitment challenge. 50% of young people say they know nothing about military service. And when we take a look at this map, it's not hard to understand why. The majority of those who have joined the military come from just 8 states, the largest of whom coming from Texas. So it's reasonable to say that if you're not from one of these places, you may not know someone in the military, and you are less likely to see it as a potential path for you. The Department of Defense did a study of young people from the age of 16 to 21 to ask them how likely they were to serve in the military. In 2018, the fall of 2018, that number was at 13%. We have seen that number drop, that by 2021, that number was down to like 11%. The Department of Defense also went on to say, you know what? We also noticed that the likeliness of those to want to serve from 16 to 24, it drops as they age. There's a reason for this. When asked what would possibly make you not want to join the military, it became the threat of death, PTSD, or sexual assault. In 2021, 1 in 4 servicewomen reported being the victim of a sexual assault, and the data supports this, that when they looked at that same area of respondents, 32% said that they possibly would not join the military because of fear of harassment or sexual assault. Adrian, I can tell you that as a veteran, I am proudest of my military service, but I do believe that we each have a responsibility to not only support the men and women who serve, but to also promote the value of military service.
All right, guys. So Kevin Jeter, man, you funny, bro. Because your email says, as an old soldier, how do you feel about this? I'm an old soldier, man. All right, I'll take that. All right, so pretty much, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I kind of understand it. All right. A lot of the jobs in the military don't really require a high school diploma, especially if you're able to pass with the stipulations like the 50 on the ASVAB test, because that's kind of tough to do. Like, people don't understand how hard that shit is to do. Like, I remember when I recruited back in the day, trying to get somebody to get a 50 on the ASVAB was like pulling teeth. So a few of the jobs require different education, but a lot of them, to be honest, you don't need to have high school. Like, what are you really learning in high school? I mean, with high school, we go to school because it's something you're supposed to do, and you learn some stuff in there. But at the end of the day, some jobs you just don't need a high school diploma to complete that. With that said, I will never tell anybody to just drop out of school to join the military, because that's going to keep you from other jobs that you require that for. All right. Another part of the email from Von Trevis was asking how, and if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, man, I apologize. I'll read it again. Just let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I'll correct myself in the next video. But another part of the email was asking, hey, you know, why do you think they're doing this? And some of what the video was saying is because recruiting efforts are very low right now for the Army and the military as a whole. Because as you saw in the video, most people in the military only come from a few states in the continental United States. And throughout the rest of the United States, people don't really get to see a lot of people in the military uniform, and they don't know that that's a viable option. All right. And I'll be honest, in the past few years, the military has been making a lot of changes that make it difficult for a person to really want to join. Like, they changed the retirement system to where you got to have the blended retirement system instead of your 20-year usual retirement. They make it tough. You can't have certain tattoos. They changed some of the policies that required to get in. A lot of the United States is passing marijuana laws that make marijuana legal in certain states, in contexts, and for recreational use, whereas the military is not going to make it legal because of federal regulation. So it's just those things weigh into whether people are going to join the military or not, and a lot of people don't understand that because they from the outside looking in. Another thing that I noticed that may have caused some of the drops in military service is that people are finding different ways to make money, especially during the pandemic, outside of a 9-to-5. So a lot of people just not interested in doing a typical 9-to-5 or military or government job because they found different ways to make money outside of that traditional format. You know what I mean? So when you find that way to make money, who wants to go back to being having a boss or having somebody in charge of them when they could just go make money on the outside doing the same shit and making more money than what they would make in the military? Another thing that might deter people from wanting to join the military is what the gentleman said in the video is the SA rates are extremely high. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I won't say the word because YouTube will demonetize my video, but the SA rates are really high in the military, and it's hard for a parent knowing that to want their child or their daughter or son to join the military, knowing that something like that could happen to them. And because the military is so small in comparison to the rest of society, those statistics are going to seem higher, and a lot of them are. So that's just another reason that a person wouldn't want to join the military. All in all, this video is going to be pretty short, man, because the way I feel about people joining the military or the Army without having a high school diploma is I think it's about time. I'll be honest. Like, just some of the jobs you don't require it. But I would never ask or tell anybody to drop out of high school in order to join. I would want you to finish your GED or your high school diploma in order so you can move on from the military when you're done with it. You don't want to just fall back on the military or the Army as a means for feeding your family, and you don't have a high school diploma, and then you try to go get another job, and then you can't get another job because of that. So I wouldn't recommend anybody not receiving a high school diploma before joining, but I understand the recruiting efforts, and I understand that you have to make different recruiting changes in order for people to join, and that's one of the ones that the Army decided to make. So I appreciate you gentlemen for asking me to do this video. I wasn't even gonna do a video this week. I was gonna take a couple weeks off like I generally do and just kind of enjoy my life instead of doing videos. But you guys asked for it. You guys support me, so I'm gonna make sure I give it to you guys. All right. I see you guys in the next video. Peace.